Hey guys, Great Scott Moments, and I wanted to talk to you about cancer. In the last day and a half or so, I've had 3 people that have talked about their cancer and how the only thing they really realized was chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery. And those are pretty much the only things that are allowed in America and the Western world. And they qualify everything else as unproven, which is a far cry from being disproven. So alternative therapies, there's a lot of things that work. I mean, let's first one, for elderly that have cancer that they know would die if they took chemotherapy, they take an estrogen suppressant. It's because estrogen is a major part in the production of cancer. And so you take away the estrogen, the cancer cannot grow, and in a lot of cases it goes away. And so they're having like 70 to 80% success rate just with estrogen reduction treatments. And that's a pharmaceutical way. And so if you're wanting to go the pharmaceutical way, that is the highest suggestion that I could have. Normally they will not do that unless you're very elderly, because they make a whole lot more money. Now, oncologists make 60% kickbacks on the pharmaceutical pills and the chemotherapy and all that kind of stuff that they prescribe to you. Okay? Now, I had a guy who went through 6 treatments of chemotherapy, cost $400,000. Trust me, the ingredients did not cost over $100,000 or anywhere near that. Okay, there's a lot of profit in this. Okay, because it's the only game in town through the modern medical system. So some other cures that you're not going to hear about. In Germany, they're taking bicarbonates, so like baking soda, putting in the water solution and just injecting it right into the cancer. Okay, what does that do? Baking soda is very alkaline. Okay, so what it does is it puts alkaline all over the cancer area, kills the cancer like that. Okay, now it's just one step. It will take away the cancer right now, but the diet and lifestyle that was done to engineer the cancer is still going to exist, and 6 months later you're going to have cancer again. Okay, so that's something that you could do at home with, like, for a couple of pennies of ingredients. Okay, I don't know how much you'd find, maybe an insulin needle or something like that, but something like that has been hugely successful. But it's only in Germany that they do that, and most people, to fly to Germany and get the treatment for a cure that's only going to last for a few months isn't going to do it. Let's see, what other things? Naturally, your diet. 80 to 90% of the reason most people have cancer is because of their lifestyle, and typically it's what's on their dinner plate. And that's not necessarily all their fault. They may not know about the genetically modified foods that they're eating, and whether all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients and enzymes that they want and your body requires is actually getting eaten and in a natural way. So okay, so this video is kind of like, it was inspired that I needed to do this, and I don't know why. So I'm a little unprepared right now, but other cancer things, I mean, a lot of people are able to do it in their head. There's a lot of chemotherapy nurses or oncologist nurses and things, and they're like, when we give the "you have cancer" notice, right then and there they can tell who's going to survive and who's not. Okay, because a lot of times it's right up here in their head. If they're a survivor and they're going to survive this, they know it right off the bat, and they're going to win. Some people get devastated, they're crying because they know it's a death sentence. And because they're thinking that, it is a death sentence for them. So your head, I mean, there's a guy who wrote a book about all he did, he was told he was beyond any treatment, and you know, you're gonna be dead in a few months. There's nothing we can do for you. And so he decided, hey, I'm gonna laugh. And so he laughed for 3 months. After the end of 3 months, they checked him out, not a lick of cancer on him. And so he wrote a big book about it, that laughter is alkalizing to the body. Okay, now that's like why the baking soda works, is because it alkalizes. Cancer cannot exist in an alkaline environment. That's been proven since the 1920s. They won a Nobel Prize in 1933. So there's a lot of things, people that are, you know, within their head and their mind can think their way out of cancer. Of course, none of this can be proven, and you can't tell how or why that happens, but just that it does happen. So there's a lot of techniques. The one that I like and prefer is raw water, restructured alkaline antioxidant water. I have a machine that does that, and you know, I even sell one. But like my first case, where I actually was delivering to someone, because she was 14, she had ovarian cancer, she had liver spots, it was metastasizing all over her body. Her parents were going to give her through the chemotherapy again, and and the grandma was like, no, alternative, let's try something different. And she grabbed a hold of me and said, Scott, you know, what can you do? And I'm like, well, she's a little slip of a girl, but let's have her drink a gallon of this water every single day. Now, I drink a gallon of water every day. Oh, anyways, but you know, I would easily do a gallon of water if that was going to be my treatment. Now, in 2 weeks, when they went back to begin her chemotherapy, they couldn't find any cancer at all. 2 weeks from this little girl. And from 4th stage metastasizing, the liver spot was going away. So, number one, I want to clarify that there is absolutely no guarantee of anything. Okay? I know of a gal who drank alkaline water, she ate raw foods, she lived a phenomenal lifestyle, but she was stressed out of her gourd. She got cancer and she died. There's no guarantee. Even just the amount of people that pray and have their church pray for them, and then the next thing you know, their cancer is gone. The cancer is not to be this horrendous monster killing machine that we all think it is. And so, you know, I didn't have like an agenda or here's the next step for you. If you want to contact me, you can Facebook me or get my email. Should be below. But guys, I want to tell you that if you fear cancer, that is what cancer is going to be feeding upon. Okay? Keep yourself happy and healthy. Keep your dinner plate good and nutritious. Keep your drinking water wonderful. I won't get into too much on that. But guys, cancer does not need to be something that we need to fear in this world. Okay? It is easily preventable and taken care of. Okay? There just might be some certain style that works for you better than someone else. But guys, I don't know why I need to do this, but this is going to help someone who is looking right now. And so I'm going to make myself available to you. Okay? A little bit about me before we go into this. I am not a doctor. I'm not an oncologist. I have not studied, well, I've studied cancer and I've studied the medical research on this. But you know, I am not a practitioner. Any advice that I give here is strictly anything that you could find on the internet, or in a natural healing kind of a setting. So don't take my words as law. Don't sue me if you try anything, because, you know, I'm telling you, I'm just telling you about the things that I've come across where people are finding success, and in lots of different methods. And sometimes you might need a little bit of coaching if you're very unfamiliar in a certain area of getting yourself cancer free. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.